Now we are going to see about meiosis. Meiosis, it is a reduction division. This term meiosis was first coined by Farmer in 1905. It is a kind of cell division. Here what will happen means that is the cells are divided into half the number of cells will be divided, so that it is called as reduction division. The chromosome number will be reduced. So there is a reduction in the number of chromosomes from 2n to n. Actually in human we are having 46 chromosomes. For example, that is this reduction division, it will be of 23 chromosomes. It particularly happen in the sex cells of an animal during reproduction. Here what will happen means that is the parent cell gives 4 daughter cells. Here the 4 daughter cells are produced, but in mitosis it will be of 2 types. Isn't it 2 daughter cells will be produced? No. Okay. This meiosis consists of 2 divisions. What are they? Let us see in the next slide. There are 2 types of division that is in meiosis, that is heterotypic and homotypic division. Heterotypic division is the first meiotic division, then homotypic division is the second meiotic division. Then in heterotypic division, that is the parent cell divides into 2 daughter cell. Here what is called as heterotypic means that is the parent cell is different from the daughter cell. Parent cell having diploid number of chromosomes, but the daughter cell having a haploid number of chromosomes, that is it is called as heterotypic. Okay, then homotypic means this daughter cells, what will they do mean that is the 2 haploid cells, isn't it, which is formed during the first meiotic division, isn't it? This 2 haploid cells again undergoes division to form 4 haploid cells. That process called as homotypic division. Okay, clear? Now the parent cell and daughter cell are similar, having half the number of chromosomes. So this type is called as homotypic division in meiosis. Okay, now we are going to see what is heterotypic division. What are the 5 stages in this heterotypic division? Okay, in this heterotypic division, it consists of prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1 and cytokinesis. All these phases are included under heterotypic cell division. Is it clear? Okay, wow. This heterotypic cell division having how many phases, ma? It is having 5 phases or 5 stages. What are they? Prophase 1, anaphase 1, metaphase 1, telophase 1 and cytokinesis. Now we are going to see in detail about this prophase 1. What is prophase 1? What is metaphase 1? Then what are the things happening in these stages? We are going to see about this only. In heterotypic division, the first phase, the first stage is prophase 1. This prophase 1 is somewhat longer duration. The timings taken for the prophase is somewhat long. So it is having somewhat 5 stages, so the duration is long. Okay, so the prophase 1 consists of 5 stages, that is leptotin, zygotin, paxytin, diplotin and diakinesis. All these 5 stages are included under prophase 1. During these stages, that is the chromosomal material will change, the chromosomal things will change somewhat. What are the processes that are involving in this 5 phases? It is leptotin, zygotin, paxytin and diplotin and diakinesis. Now we are going to discuss about this only. That we all know, during the interphase stage what will happen? The chromosomes are coiled, a thread-like structure. I told you no already. So here what will happen means the chromosomes which are coiled, now it is uncoiled. That is, the threads are separated individually into small bits, so that what will happen? The threads are arranged in a specific manner, specific orientation inside the nucleus. Okay, it will be arranged in a particular way. This forms a bouquet stage. This is called as bouquet stage. Okay, the chromosomes are arranged in a bouquet stage. In this leptotin, what will happen? That is, the chromosomes are uncoiled and it will be arranged in a specific order as a long thread. This is the things happen in this leptotin stage. That is, in zygotin, next stage, zygon means adjoint. That is the 2 homologous chromosomes. What will happen means, homologous chromosomes means they are pairing. That is, a single chromosome has a pair. It is joined together and it will be arranged in a pair. Here the pairing of homologous chromosomes takes place. This is called as synapsis. What will happen in leptotin? This chromosomal segments or chromosomes are uncoiled. And what will happen in zygotin? These chromosomes arrange themselves in a pair. This pairing of homologous chromosomes is called as synapsis. Look at this in this picture. What will happen? That is, a long chromosomes are arranged in a pair. That is, blue and red is a single pair. Then this green and pink is another pair. Like this, the chromosomes inside the nucleus are arranged in a pair. This will happen in the zygotin stage. This pairing of homologous chromosome is called as synapsis. In Paxcytin, homologous chromosomes become most closely associated. They come close together and they are arranged very close nearer. So there will be a twist will be occurs in between the segments of the chromosomes. On the first, it will be appear as a bivalent. Then it will be tetrad, having 4 chromatids. Look at this picture. That is having blue arms, 2 blue arms, 2 red arms. Here 2 green arms and 2 pink arms. So totally it is of 4. So that is the tetrad stage. Now they are closely attached to each other. So what will happen means the chromatids get interchanged by crossing over. The X-shaped structure will be formed at that particular segment. What will happen means broken segment will occur, so that some of the segment of the one pair of the chromosome will transfer to the another part of the chromosome. So exchange of material change place, that is interchange, occurs during the crossing over. As a result, genetic recombination takes place, so that some of the segment having a paired content in the arm and another pair having a different content in the opposite arm. So there will be interchange of material between the 2 arms takes place in this Paxcytin stage. Clear? That is, in diplotin stage, diplotin means 2 threads. That is, separation of these 2 threads, individual chromosomes. Now the homologous chromosomes, what will happen? They repel each other. Means they are separating, they are pushing one another, so that what will happen? There is a separation, a space or gap will be present in between them. Then what will happen? This crossing over segments will be cut off and enter into the new chromosomal segment. So the chromosomes are separated. So this process called as terminalization. This terminalization process happen in diplotin. So the homologous pairs goes on separating from each other. In diakinesis, it is the last stage in prophase. Then what will happen means this paired chromosomes, they get shortened, reduced and thicker, so that the nuclear membrane and nucleolus begins to disappear. Then spindle fibers make their appearance. Okay, in the first cell division itself, we had seen that is spindle fibers will appear with the help of the centrosomes. So spindle fibers will appear after all this process, termination process. After the diplotin process completed, what will happen? The chromosomes will be separated and spindle fibers will be appeared. Okay, in this picture we are going to see all the 5 stages in prophase 1. First stage leptotin, second zygotin, third Paxcytin, fourth one diplotin, and fifth one diakinesis. Here what will happen in leptotin? What will happen? I told you, what it happened? That is, the chromosomes became uncoiled and it will be separated as a long thread-like structure in a bouquet stage, isn't it? That is, in leptotin, what will happen? The chromosomes will be separated and coiled. That is the first stage leptotin. Here that is given below, the chromosomes are separated. Then in zygotin, what will happen? Zygotin, here pairing of homologous chromosomes. Look at this on the first picture, leptotin, that is the separation of the chromosomes will be takes place. In the zygotin stage, they are going with pair. They are pairing, they are arranged very close together. That is pairing of homologous chromosomes takes place, that is called synapsis. Then next one, Pax-cytin stage. Look at this Pax-cytin stage. Here what will happen? The chromosomes are much closer than that of the zygote stage. Okay, what will happen? The chromosomes are much closer, so that what will happen? Their segments, a segment of chromosomes will be twisted around the segment of the other chromosome. Look at this picture. Pax-cytin clearly explains. It is the blue arm get twisted along the red arm. Is it? That is Pax-cytin. There is a twisting of homologous chromosomes takes place. And the twisting region, what will happen means the chromosomes exchange their material. That twisting region is called as chiasmata. Okay, I told you in the Pax-cytin stage itself. Okay, then diplotin stage. In diplotin stage, what will happen? That is the crossing over, that is terminalization will occur. No, that is their separation. The segments are exchanged and separation of chromosomes will happen in the diplotin stage. Then what is happening in the dikinesis stage? This chromosomal pairs get shortened and they are separating each other. Look in this picture, it is clear. That is in the diplotin stage they are close together, and in the dikinesis stage there will be a gap between the chromosomes, so that they are separating from each other. They make a distance from, they keep distance from each other. Okay, now we are going to see the metaphase 1. Prophase it will be completed. No, now we are going to see the metaphase 1. Look at this picture. That is the third picture, metaphase 1. Here what will happen? The homologous chromosomes will be arranged in the equatorial plane. That will be, it will be present in the center. Okay, they will be arranged along the central axis of the cell, so that the two chromatids, what will happen? They do not separate. Now what will happen? The centromere does not divide. The centromere does not divide, so the chromosome as such, they are keeping as such in the position. Then fourth picture, there is anaphase 1. What has happened in anaphase 1? The homologous chromosomes with their two chromatids, what will happen? They do not divide. I already told you, the homologous chromosomes that does not divide moves towards the opposite pole. Moves towards the opposite pole means, that is the spindle fibers get pulling the chromosomes. What will happen? From the equator they move away to the end of the cell. Each of the chromosomes moves in the opposite direction. This stage of chromosome is called as diade stage. That is, half of the chromosomes will move to the one end of the one pole of the cell, and another half of the chromosome moves to the other pole of the cell. That is called, and that is happen in the anaphase 1. Then what is in telophase? What will happen in the telophase 1? Look in this picture, telophase 1. This haploid number of chromosomes. What will happen? Half of the chromosome will move to the opposite poles, opposite poles. So half the number of chromosomes will reach the pole. When it reaches the pole, what will happen? The chromosome become uncoiled and elongated. Again, it will be uncoiled and elongated. What will happen? Nuclear membrane and nucleolus reappear. So that what will happen? The nucleolus and nuclear membrane reappears means what will happen? Two daughter nuclei is formed. No, isn't it? Look at this in telophase 1. What will happen? The two daughter nuclei is formed at the end of the cells. It is at the poles of the each cell. Two daughter nuclei is formed. Then finally cytokinesis. Cytokinesis, I already told you, that is the division of the cytoplasm is called as cytokinesis. So what will happen automatically? The cytoplasm get converged at a particular point, and it divides the cell into two equal halves. So two haploid cells are formed at the end of meiosis 1. Now in meiosis, at the end of meiosis 1, we can get only 2 cells. Then after the completion of meiosis 2, we can get 4 cells. So actually in meiosis, 4 daughter cells will be produced now. So half the cell division will be completed. Remaining cell divisions will be as follows. That is homotypic division. This is the second type of division. What will happen here? The 2 daughter cells which is produced in the meiosis 1. Meiotic division 1. Okay. isn't it? That is the 2 haploid cells are derived from the meiotic one. Okay, va? So this meiotic daughter cells is develops into 4 haploid cells. Here what will happen means a slight different in this homotypic division. What will happen? That is the 2 haploid cells, which is called as parental cells in this cell division, will produce a same copy or same number of chromosomes in the daughter cells also. So it is called as homotypic. It is also consists of 5 stages, that is prophase 2, anaphase 2, metaphase 2, telophase 2 and cytokinesis 2. This is the second part of a cell division in the meiosis. The next is the prophase 1. Look at this picture. That is the 2 daughter cells, 2 haploid daughter cells will enter into the prophase 1 having half the number of chromosomes. So what happened in the prophase 1? The centrioles divides into 2. Centrioles divides into 2 so that each that is at the end of the cell having a dot-like structure, that is called a centriole, that will move into the opposite directions. So what will happen? They produce a spindle fibers. The spindle fibers pulls the chromosomes. During this time, what will happen? The nucleus membrane and nucleus disappears. So spindle fibers formed in this prophase 2. This is the main thing in prophase 2. What will happen? Centriole divides and moves to the opposite ends, and what will automatically happen? Spindle fibers will appear, nuclear membrane and nucleolus will disappear in the prophase 2. Then at the starting of metaphase 2, what will happen means the chromosomes get arranged in a equatorial. Look at this, the chromosomes are arranged in the center of the cell, in the second stage, that is metaphase stage, that is 2 chromatids are separated. Now what will happen? The chromatids, that is here, the one arm of the chromosomes gets separated. Then in the anaphase 2, the separated chromosomes became daughter chromosomes and moves toward the opposite pole. Look at this X-shaped structure. One of the half X will be passed to the opposite direction. Remaining half X will be passed to the opposite direction, the anaphase stage. That is happened during the anaphase stage. Is it clear, ma? Anaphase stage, what will happen? That is, one of the segment of the chromosome will be separated and moves to the opposite pole, and another bit of the chromosome, half the bit of the chromosome moves to the opposite pole. That is the anaphase stage. Then next, look at the telophase stage. What will happen? Telophase stage, this daughter chromosomes are centered. They are arranged in the center of the cell so that the nuclear membrane and nucleus disappears during the telophase stage. Seriya? Okay, the nuclear membrane and nucleus now appears which surrounds the chromosomes. Then what will happen? Automatically nuclear membrane and nucleus appears means automatically cytoplasm goes on dividing. So the 2 cells are formed from each haploid daughter cells. So what will happen? The cytoplasm divides into 2 equal halves, producing 2 daughter cells. So actually 2 parents produce 4 daughter cells with haploid number of chromosomes at the end of the complete meiosis. Okay, clear? At the end of a complete meiosis, how many cells are produced? 4 daughter cells are produced. Then what is the significance of meiosis? That is, each and every cell has a constant number of chromosomes. During the cell division, it not be multiplied. So, it is a reduction division. So, with the help of this reduction division only, that is a constant number of chromosome is maintained after the reproduction also. Okay, right now we are going to see the difference between mitosis and meiosis. Okay, first one, mitosis, it will occurs in the somatic cells, that is the body cells. During the growth, it will happen. Somatic cells is nothing but a body cell. Then meiosis, I told you, it will be happen in the reproductive cells during the formation of the gametes, that is the egg or a sperm. Then second point, involved in growth and occurs continuously throughout life. That is, during the growth process will happen continuously, so it will happen continuously throughout the life. Then what about meiosis? It is a gamete formed only during reproductive stage. That is, this meiosis cell division is happen during reproductive stage alone. Then it consists of single division, you all know. Then what about meiosis? It consists of 2 division, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Okay, then fourth point, 2 diploid daughter cells are formed, isn't it? Yes, it is 2 diploid daughter cells are formed. Then what about meiosis? At the end of meiosis, how many haploid daughter cells are formed? We have seen, no, that is 4 haploid daughter cells are formed. Then fifth point, the chromosome number in the daughter cell is similar to the parent cell. It is the exact copy of the daughter will be produced in the mitosis. And what is happened in meiosis? That is, half the number of chromosomes will be present in the daughter cell when compared to the parent cell, because it is a gamete. Okay. Then sixth point, identical daughter cells are formed. That is, the cell which is produced by the parent cell is the exact copy of the parent. But what about meiosis? That is not similar like that of the parent cell. It is a gamete. Okay, clear? Out to this lesson will be over. Thank you.